Welcome back. I am Pratap here. Today is 17th October 2024. In this video, I am going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful to the premium subscribers. The first report, I am going to find the stocks near demand and supply zones for different time frames starting from half yearly. Let us find the stocks near half yearly demand zone. Only one stock is filtered. I am giving you only few seconds time to watch the report. So that is the reason why you should pause the video, study this report, and then you have to proceed with the further reports. In case if you does not understand how to study this report, I request you complete our training lesson 21.1. Okay, next for half yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near half yearly supply zone. No stocks are available. Next time frame is quarterly. Let us find the stocks near quarterly demand zone. 3 stocks are filtered. Next for quarterly time frame, let's find the stocks near quarterly supply zone. 3 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is monthly. Let us find the stocks near monthly demand zone. 6 stocks are filtered which are near to the monthly demand zone. Next for monthly time frame, let us find the stocks near monthly supply zone. 1 stock is filtered near to the monthly supply zone. Next time frame is weekly. Let us find the stocks near weekly demand zone. 15 stocks are filtered near to the weekly demand zone. Next for weekly time frame, let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. 7 stocks are filtered near to the weekly supply zone. Next time frame is daily. Entry time frame daily. Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. 13 stocks are filtered. Let us identify high liquidity daily demand zones from this list. NIFTY metal, it is an indices. So we don't trade in indices not listed in F&O. So Bajaj Auto is having a high liquidity daily demand zone. Next, Jubilant Food is having a high liquidity daily demand zone. Next, ONGC is having a high liquidity daily demand zone. Tata Chemical is having a high liquidity daily demand zone. So total we identified 4 high liquidity daily demand zones from this list. But Tata Chemicals is a pierced zone, so it is invalid, not valid. So let me check once again quickly. NIFTY metal not indices, it is an indices. Bajaj Auto is the first one, valid. Jubilant Food is valid. ONGC is valid, not pierced. So Tata Chem is invalid because it is pierced. So we have identified only 3 valid high liquidity daily demand zones from this list. That means they can be planned for the trades. But remember, if you don't find fine-tuned 5-minute zone, that cannot be a tradable stock. Okay, next for daily time frame, let us find the stocks near daily supply zone. 2 stocks are filtered and we don't have any high liquidity zones from this list. Next time frame is 125 minutes. So let us find the stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. 7 stocks are filtered. Next for 125 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. 6 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is 75 minutes. Entry time frame 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. 6 stocks are filtered near to the 75 minutes demand zone. Let's identify any high liquidity demand zones. Laurus Labs is having a high liquidity demand zone. This is the only one valid high liquidity demand zone from this list. Okay, next for 75 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 75 minute supply zone. 7 stocks are filtered. Let's verify any high liquidity 75 minute supply zones. LTF already tested 3 times, 5 rejections, 10 times price closed inside the zone and not pierced. So this is valid for our analysis. But remember, if it is tradable or not, that depends on fine-tuned 5-minute zone is available or not, or maybe aggressive trade setups, the concepts you learned in lesson 21. So that's it. We have only one high liquidity 75-minute supply zone from this list. So these are the high liquidity zones identified. Next time frame is 25 minutes. So let's find the stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. 10 stocks are filtered. Next, for 25 minutes time frame, let's find the stocks near 25 minute supply zone. 3 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is 15 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 15 minutes demand zone. 6 stocks are filtered. Let's check any of these stocks are having ITF confluence, demand zone confluence. That is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. I'm enabling the filter. Let's verify how many stocks are filtered. Only 2 stocks are filtered, having ITF confluence. And both these zones are high liquidity 15 minutes demand zones. Okay, next for 15 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 15 minutes supply zone. 6 stocks are filtered. Let's verify how many of these stocks are having ITF supply zone confluence. That is 15 minute supply zone with the 75 minute supply zone confluence. So I'm enabling this filter, 15 minute supply zone with 75 minutes supply zone confluence. Let's filter. No stocks. None of the stocks are having ITF confluence. Okay, next time frame is 5 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. 2 stocks are filtered. One is already pierced zone, only one. If LT is having ITF confluence, let's verify. That is 5 minutes demand zone confluence with 15 minutes demand zone confluence. I'm enabling this filter. So no stocks are filtered. Next, for 5 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 5 minute supply zone. So this is the filtered list. These are the first 15 stocks. Scrolling the list down. So total 17 stocks are filtered. Let's verify how many of these stocks are having ITF supply zone confluence. That is 5 minute supply zone confluence with 15 minute supply zone confluence. I am enabling this filter. Let's verify. 4 stocks are filtered. In that fourth one is invalid, it is pierced. Always ignore the pierced zones. So this is about stocks near demand and supply zones for different time frames. Next we will generate NIFTY and BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain starting from monthly time frame, generating NIFTY supply demand zone chain for monthly time frame. Always look into the zone column to find the high liquidity zones. Look into the pierced column to find any zones are pierced, and also look into the LTF trend is the trend of the current time frame you have selected. This is the way you have to understand the remaining reports. And also don't forget to pause the video before move on to the next reports, because I am giving you only few seconds time to watch the reports. Okay, next time frame is weekly. Let us generate a weekly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is daily, generating daily supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Next time frame is 125 minutes, generating 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next time frame is 75 minutes, generating 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. The next time frame is 25 minutes, generating 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next time frame is 15 minutes, generating 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next time frame is 5 minutes, generating 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. So this is a Nifty supply demand zone chain. Next, let us generate for Bank Nifty supply demand zone. That is nothing but Nifty Bank. So let's generate a monthly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next time frame is weekly, generating weekly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next time frame is daily, generating daily supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next time frame is 125 minutes, generating 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 75 minutes, generating 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 25 minutes, generating 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 15 minutes, generating 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. And the last time frame is 5 minutes, generating 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. So this is Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. With this we have completed both Nifty and Bank Nifty. And the next set of reports are bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly, weekly, daily and hourly income trades. So let's start with monthly income trade bullish trade setup. Entry time frame daily, entry zone demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at a daily time frame I am selecting the value bullish, and the daily demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, at a daily time frame I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, and minimum odd enhancer score should always be 12 for bullish or bearish trade setup. With all the three filters, all these three filters are applied to daily demand zone. Now let's filter. So these are the stocks supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, that is entry time frame daily. So all these demand and supply zones are daily demand and supply zones. And these are the first 16 stocks in the list. I am scrolling the list down. So total 23 stocks are filtered. All these 23 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, that is entry time frame daily. And out of these 23, there could be few high probability setup supported stocks might be available. So to filter those stocks, let us use different combinations. The first combination is LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. That is a daily and weekly demand zone confluence. That means daily zone should be part of the weekly zone. That means overlapped. are inside the weekly zone. For that, in the demand zone confluence, I am enabling the filter daily demand zone with weekly demand zone confluence. That means daily demand zone should be part of the weekly demand zone. So we got multiple stocks, more than 16. These are the first 16 stocks. I am scrolling the list down. So total 18 stocks are filtered. All these 18 stocks are having ITF confluence. So that means daily demand zone is part of the weekly demand zone. And weekly trend is up in all these. Weekly means ITF. ITF trend is up. So because daily zone is part of the weekly zone, and if the weekly zone trend is up and weekly zone is having weekly EMA confluence, it is even more high probability setup. So let's add one more parameter, one more filter, EMA confluence. Because the daily zone is part of the weekly zone, in the weekly time frame, weekly demand zone should have weekly EMA confluence. I set the filter. Let's verify. 10 stocks are filtered. These 10 stocks are high probability setups supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and also daily zones are part of the weekly zone, and weekly trend is up, and weekly zones are having weekly EMA confluence. Okay, next let us verify the another combination LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. That means daily zone should be part of the weekly, both together again part of the monthly demand zone. So first I need to remove this EMA filter, removed it. 3 filters we need to set. One filter is already we set previously, that is daily demand zone confluence with weekly demand zone is already enabled. Next filter, daily demand zone with monthly demand zone confluence I am enabling. Next filter, weekly demand zone with monthly demand zone confluence also I am enabling. With all the 3 filters we get LTF, ITF, HTF confluence supported stocks. So these 4 stocks are filtered. In all these 4 stocks, the daily zone is part of weekly, both together again part of the monthly zone. Because all are part of the monthly zone and monthly trend is uptrend. If monthly zone is having monthly EMA confluence, those stocks could be even more high probability setup stocks. So let's go back in the EMA filter, monthly time frame. I am looking for monthly demand zone with monthly EMA confluence. Let's verify. All 4 stocks are having monthly EMA confluence. They are high probability setup stocks. Excellent. Okay, next let us look for bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. Entry time frame daily, entry zone should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at daily, I am selecting bearish. The daily supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count and daily, that is entry time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score 12. With all the 3 filters, let me verify. So currently there are no stocks supporting monthly income trade for bearish trade setup. Okay, next let's look for bullish trade setup for our weekly income trade. In weekly income trade, entry time frame 75 minutes, entry zone demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes, I am selecting bullish, and 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score is 12. With all the 3 filters, let's verify. We got 8 stocks. All these 8 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, that is entry time frame 75 minutes. Now let's verify how many of these stocks are having ITF confluence. That is a weekly demand zone, 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone confluence. So this is the filter I am enabling, ITF confluence. We got 7 stocks. All these 7 stocks are having ITF confluence. That means 75 minutes entry zones are part of the daily zone. Daily is ITF, and daily trend is uptrend in bullish trade setup. If these daily zones are having daily EMA confluence, because 75-minute zone is part of the daily zone, if daily EMA confluence is there, it's a high probability setup. So in the EMA confluence at a daily time frame, I am selecting daily demand zone with daily EMA confluence. So this filter is enabled. 4 stocks. These 4 stocks are high probability setup supported stocks. Okay. Next, let us look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Earlier 7 stocks are filtered with ITF and LTF without EMA filter. 7 only, right? Yeah, 7. In this 7, how many are having even HTF confluence? So we need to set the additional filters. Already this is set. Next 75 with weekly demand zone confluence. Daily with the weekly demand zone confluence with all the 3 filters. 2 stocks are filtered. So in these 2 stocks, daily zone, 75-minute zone is part of daily, and again both 75 and daily together part of the weekly zone. And if these weekly zones are having weekly EMA confluence, because Page Industries' trend is uptrend, Reliance sideways, we can ignore it. If Page Industries is having weekly EMA confluence, it's a high probability setup. Let's verify. Already it is high probability setup, but it will be even more if it is having weekly EMA confluence, weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. Oh, very good. It is having even weekly EMA confluence. It's a high probability setup supported stock. And also this 75-minute zone is a entry zone, is a high liquidity zone. Okay, this is about bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Next, bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame is 75 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. Bearish trade setup. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes, I am selecting bearish. The 75-minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement should be violated opposing zone minimum odd and enhanced score 12. With all the 3 filters, let me check. 9 stocks are filtered. All these 9 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade, that is entry time frame 75 minutes. Okay, to find the high probability setup stocks, let us look for LTF, ITF supply zone confluence. So in the supply zone confluence, the 75-minute supply zone with daily supply zone confluence filter is enabled. Now 6 stocks are filtered. All these 6 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade, and also the 75 minutes entry zone is part of the daily zone. Because daily trend is downtrend, if any of these daily zones are having daily EMA confluence, it's a high probability, even more high probability. So in the EMA confluence, daily time frame, daily supply zone with daily EMA confluence, because 75 minutes supply zone, entry zone is part of the daily zone. That's why we are looking for daily EMA confluence. So these 4 stocks are filtered. So these 4 supply zones are high probability setup supply zones. Okay, this is about bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Next, I think something is missed. One more filter we need to, that is LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. So without this EMA filter, in the supply zone confluence, I am enabling 2 more filters. That is 75-minute supply zone with weekly supply zone, and also daily supply zone with weekly supply zone. Already we set 75-minute supply zone with daily supply zone. With all the 3 filters, LTF, ITF, HTF confluence, we got 4 stocks. In these 4 stocks, the second and the fourth one are having downtrend. That is a HTF trend. HTF is weekly, and 75 and daily together part of the weekly zone. And if these are two second and fourth stocks are having a EMA confluence, weekly EMA confluence, they are high probability setup stocks. Let's verify. In the weekly time frame, weekly supply zone with weekly EMA confluence. Two stocks are filtered. First one trend is downtrend, Hero Motor Corporation. It is a high probability setup. In L&T, EMA confluence does not add any advantage because sideways market, EMA confluence does not give any additional advantage. But it is a high liquidity supply zone. That is a 75-minute supply zone, entry time frame. Okay, next set of reports are about bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone, demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes time frame, I am selecting bullish. The 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, 15 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0, zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score is 12. With all the three filters are applied to 15 minutes demand zone. Three stocks are filtered. All these three stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for daily income trade. That is entry time frame 15 minutes. Okay, to check the high probability setup related stocks within these three stocks, let's verify ITF confluence, demand zone confluence. That is 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone confluence filter I enabled. So with this filter, let's verify how many stocks. All the three are having ITF confluence. That means the 15 minutes demand zones are part of the 75 minutes demand zone. And 75 minutes trend is uptrend. If any of these stocks are having 75 minutes EMA confluence with daily EMA confluence, 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence, 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence, no stocks are available, no issues. Next, let us look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. I have to remove this EMA filter. Earlier, how many we got? 3 stocks. These are all ITF confluence. All the 3 are having ITF. Now HTF confluence, 2 more filters we need to add. That is 15 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone confluence, 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone confluence. No stocks are having LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Okay, now let's look for bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes, I am selecting bearish. And in the pierced count, the 15 minutes time frame, minimum value should be 0, maximum value should be 0. That means 15 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. And zone achievement VWZ, minimum odd enhancer score 12. All 3 filters are applied to 15 minute supply zone. We got 16 stocks that are supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. That is entry time frame 15 minutes. Zone is supply zone. Scrolling the list. Okay, now let's verify how many of these stocks are having high probability setup. That means ITF, LTF and ITF supply zone confluence. That is 15 minute supply zone confluence with 75 minute supply zone. So in the supply zone confluence, I am enabling the filter 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone confluence. Now let's verify out of 16 how many 12 stocks are filtered. All these 12 stocks, the 15 minute zones are part of the 75 minute zone. Because 15 minutes trend is a downtrend, let's verify any of these 15 minutes supply zones are having daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence at 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes supply zone with daily EMA confluence filter I enabled. These 4 stocks are filtered. They are high probability setup stocks. Okay, now let's look for next of LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Removing this EMA filter. In the supply zone confluence, already we set 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone. This filter is enabled. Now two more filters, 15 minute supply zone with daily supply zone confluence, 75 minute supply zone with daily supply zone confluence. With all the three filters, LTF, ITF, HTF confluence, we got only two stocks. And both these stocks are downtrend. If any of these stocks are having because they are part of the daily, HTF trend is HTF time frame is daily. 15 minutes and 75 together part of the daily zone, and daily trend is down. And if the daily zones are having daily EMA confluence, it is even more high probability setup. Already they are high probability setups. If EMA confluence is there, even more high probability. Let's verify. In the EMA confluence at daily time frame, daily supply zone with the daily EMA confluence filter we set. Let's verify. Oh, both the stocks are having daily EMA confluence. So they are high probability setup stocks. Okay, next let's look for bullish and bearish trade setups for hourly income trade. For hourly income trade, entry time frame is 5 minutes. For bullish trade setup, entry zone, demand zone, and also in bullish or bearish trade setup parameter 5 minutes, I am selecting bullish, and 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, 5 minutes, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to 5 minutes demand zone. Three stocks are filtered. Currently these three are supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade, that is entry time frame 5 minutes. Let's verify any of these three stocks are having ITF confluence. That is 5 minutes demand zone should be part of 15 minutes demand zone. Let's verify. I'm enabling the filter 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone confluence. With this filter, we got two stocks. So these two stocks are having ITF confluence. That is 5 minutes demand zone is part of 15 minutes demand zone. And 15 minutes trend is up. If the 15 minutes zone is having daily EMA confluence, it could be even more high probability. Let's verify. In the 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes demand zone having daily EMA confluence. No stocks are filtered, no issues. Without this EMA filter, earlier we got two stocks, right? Out of these two, any are having even ITF confluence. Let's verify. So in the demand zone confluence, two more filters we need to set. That is 5 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone confluence, 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone confluence. That is LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. So both these stocks are also supporting HTF confluence. First stock is 75 minutes trend is up. So if this is having 75 EMA confluence, it's even more high probability. Already it is high probability setup. Let's verify in the EMA confluence, 75 minutes time frame, 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Oh, this is having even EMA confluence, 75 minute zone, so it's a high probability setup. Okay, next bearish trade setup for hourly income trade, entry time frame 5 minutes, entry zone supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes time frame, I am selecting bearish. The 5 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 5 minutes time frame, minimum value should be 0, maximum value should be 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score is 12. With all the three filters are applied to 5 minutes supply zone. Let's verify. 14 stocks are filtered. All these 14 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for hourly income trade, entry time frame 5 minutes. So we need to look for high probability setups from these stocks. First, let us look for ITF confluence. That means 5 minute supply zone should be part of the 15 minute supply zone. So in the supply zone confluence, I am enabling the filter 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone. with this filter. Let's check how many will filter. 12 stocks. Now all these 12 are supporting bearish trade setup for hourly income trade, and also 5-minute supply zones are part of the 15-minute supply zones. If this 15-minute supply zone trend is downtrend, if any of these 15-minute supply zones are having daily EMA confluence, they are even more high probability setup. So let's verify. In the EMA confluence, 15 minutes time frame, I am enabling the filter 15-minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. 2 stocks are filtered. So these 2 are supporting high probability setups, the supply zones. Okay, next combination LTF, ITF, HTF supply zone confluence. So removing the EMA filter, that means 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. Already one filter is enabled. Next one, 5-minute supply zone with 75-minute supply zone, and also 15-minute supply zone with 75-minute supply zone. With this LTF, ITF, HTF confluence, we got 5 stocks. In all these 5 stocks, 5-minute supply zone is part of the 15-minute supply zone, both together again part of the 75-minute supply zone. Except the 4th, remaining all are having downtrend in the 75 minutes time frame. If any of those stocks are having daily EMA confluence, those supply zones are having daily EMA confluence, they are high probability setups, even more high probability setups. Let's verify. In the EMA confluence at 75 minutes time frame, because of 5 minutes and 15 minutes together part of this 75 minute zone. So that's why 75 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence filter I set. Let's verify. 2 stocks are filtered. In these 2, first one is a sideways trend, so you can ignore this, but this is a high probability NTPC. So this is about a bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. With this we have completed all the income trades. In the final report I am generating the stop buffers based on daily ATR. First 17 in this list are indices, remaining all are equity stocks listed in F&O category. So I am scrolling the list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer there, you please pause the video. So with this we have completed all the income trades. Hope this information will be useful to you. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.